Because of the stay-at-home order, more children may be at greater risk of abuse during quarantine. Savannah Fish spoke to the Children's Advocacy Center to learn more about the risk and how they are working to protect children during this time. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. It's devastating to think about, but for many children who have to stay home during quarantine, abuse is their reality. And the Children's Advocacy Center believes most of the cases won't even be reported until the stay-home order is lifted and school resumes.
We have significant concerns around this time period, certainly.
As children across Michigan are required to stay home during the COVID-19 pandemic, chances of abuse is much greater. That's according to Michelle Workman with the Children's Advocacy Center of Kent County.
I think collectively, we, along with our law enforcement partners, are anticipating a gigantic upswing later in the summer or in the fall when kids get back around other adults.
She says since quarantine began on March 24th, an average of 3 to 4 cases per day have been reported in Kent County, and they anticipate more cases to be reported once school resumes.
And being isolated, maybe alone with children, can really lead to opportunities for offenders. For some people, is a way that they find control and relief, unfortunately, on the offender side. For kids, especially kids who have experienced trauma, can increase periods of depression, anxiety, suicidal ideation, a decrease in physical and mental health overall.
Workman says teachers are oftentimes the only adults a child being abused can trust and report their abuse to. That's why this time spent outside of the classroom is so concerning.
We're really hoping that because kids are continuing with virtual learning right now, that we can continue to lean upon our educators to just kind of check in with kids, to monitor their behavior.
She says teachers are mandated reporters and wants them to keep this in mind when interacting with their students in the virtual classroom.
It is not their job to make a judgment on whether or not the abuse has actually happened, but just simply report the suspicion. There are professionals on the other end that will work really hard to make that determination.
And it's important for parents to monitor abuse that could be happening online. And Workman suggests taking these steps to ensure your child's safety.
We really want to encourage parents also to do their best. I know it's really tricky right now with virtual learning. Kids need to have access to technology, but just to continue to monitor that use in your home, and to most especially let them know that if they feel like somebody has hurt them or touched them inappropriately, that they can come to you and you will believe them as a parent and you will take action.
The Child Advocacy Center has worked very hard to stay open throughout this pandemic, although they recently had to make the tough decision to cancel their only fundraiser of the year, which brings in 40% of their funds. So they are hosting an online virtual fundraising event. The information is listed on your screen. You can also head over to fox17online.com for more information. And a final reminder, if you suspect a child is being abused, report it, whether that be protective services or law enforcement. But for now, live from home, Savannah Fish, Fox 17 News.
All right, we certainly do appreciate it. Very valuable advice there to keep remembering.
Thanks.